having another boy.
I know, right?
Spring. Love. We found love in each other. You hold it down. Ain't nobody else that I wanna ride. What I do for you ain't for nobody else. Let me tell them who we are. We the Jacksons of Atlanta. You see the family. I know you tune into just in MaHogany. Two sets of twins. Ain't no stopping to subscribe to the channel. Keep on rocking with the Jacksons of Atlanta. You see the family. I know you tune into just in MaHogany. Two sets of twins. Ain't no stopping to subscribe to the channel. Keep on rocking with us.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Justin.
And MaHogany's.
Listen, do us a big favor, hit the subscribe button.
Turn that post notification bell.
And after you do that, make sure you comment down below.
Yeah.
Make sure you comment down below and we will shout you out at the end of this video, guys. Make sure you follow us also on Facebook,
Instagram,
yes,
TikTok. Like, we're literally on every social media platform, guys. So
everywhere.
make sure you are literally following us everywhere. You hear me? Everywhere.
Yep.
Because you can't even say that you're a true film member if you ain't locked in on all of our other platforms as well. Because we be dropping fire, banger content everywhere.
Yes, y'all. So make sure you follow us everywhere, staying up to date on the Jacksons of Atlanta. We're also on Patreon, so make sure you check that out as well.
Yeah.
Also, hit the baby registry.
I know, right?
Yes.
Make sure you guys hit the baby registry. So many of you guys have just been asking, like, where can we send things? Where can we send things? That's like one of the #1 questions we get. And so you can definitely click the link in our description box to send things to our baby from our baby registry. So that should really be helpful. And then for those of you who maybe don't want to order anything specifically off the registry, but want to send like homemade knitted blankets, we get so many of you guys sending unique things, portraits, paintings. You can look in the description box and you can send it to our address, which is the 1 Glen Lake Parkway, Suite 650, Atlanta, Georgia,
30328.
That's
yes,
our
Lord.
office, so you can send it there.
You can send it there too if you want to mail some. You can send the twins some. You can send me some. You can send her some. If you want to just mail some, y'all done send us all kinds of stuff. Bibles before, we done got gift baskets. We done got cards.
Letters.
We done got kids that got cards, apple sauces. Whatever you want to send, mail it there. We will pick it up. And we'll open it up on camera. We'll try our best to open it up on camera. And thank you so much. And shout out to wherever it'll come from. Guys.
Yeah.
And girls.
Just everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls. We having another boy.
I know, right? I cannot believe it. I guess before we even get into that, like, I really want to talk about how you guys feel about the gender reveal.
Yeah,
How did you guys
y'all didn't
feel
get
about
to see our. Usually in the videos we would talk at the end, say how we feel. So this is our first time. But how did y'all feel about the gender reveal?
Yes. How did
The movie.
Yes.
It was a movie.
Let us know in the comments, like right now, how you guys felt about it. What was your favorite part? Because there were so many aspects of it, especially with us like starting at home, then we went to the cabin. Like, it was so many different pieces. We had other people involved. We had the kids in there, some. So it's like, how did you guys feel about the whole thing, the overall production? Because that was our first time. Like, it took a lot of different people to even just pull that off. Like, it was probably like 20 plus people on staff that day. But it was such a beautiful experience, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it.
It was an experience, y'all. That was our first film production. So it went really smoothly. Y'all, it was hard. Anytime y'all watch films, a lot of people say, they want us to be on TV. A lot of people don't know about TV. You can watch a movie in what most movies are hour 20 minutes now, hour 30, maybe hour 10. And you'll look at a movie and you'll be like, okay, man, that was an amazing movie. And it might have took you an hour and 10 minutes to watch the movie. But the people that made the movie, it probably took them maybe almost a year to make the movie. So doing film production, even the way we did it, takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of people to perform it. And the particular movie we did, I want to pat ourselves on the back because it really should have took a little longer than that, but we got it done. We got it done, I would say, in total, took about 5 days to shoot that all together. Yeah.
And it was really, really great. We knew we wanted to do something unique for this gender reveal. We didn't know like what the gender was going to be, but we said we wanted to give you guys something different, you know? And so for the longest, everybody was in the comments like, when y'all doing the gender reveal? When y'all doing it? And we were literally preparing it, but it was just a process to like, you know, because although it took 5 days to film, it had weeks of preparation where we had to talk through details, talk through locations. So it was one of those things where it was like everybody was asking, when y'all gonna do it? And then some people thought we weren't even gonna do one. And we're like, we would never do y'all like that. It was just a process to get to the end result. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you have to, when you're doing a production, you have to think through. T.D. Jake said it recently, in which I've always done as a leader, because I've led so many things. And when you're doing a film production to an event, you have to think about every detail, every small detail. Do your best as a leader, whatever you're putting on. And literally timing went in. We had to get that. You know, that was the Airbnb that we rented the house, the mansion, and then from that, how we want to transport people, how we want to shoot, who do we want to be a part. Latrez Anderson. Shout out to Latrez Anderson. He was a part of the first film, and we kind of stumbled across it. That's you know, a lot of people, especially from Atlanta, and then anybody that you meet that want to do film. A lot of people are like, I did my first short film, and I would say I'm a very humble person because I necessarily didn't want to do I ain't never wake up and say, okay, I want to do a film, I want to be a producer. You know, I'm trying to be a producer out here. We kind of stumbled in this. Where I'm sitting at right now is literally where I came up with the movie. We were sitting here watching TV one night, and I was like, okay, we should do this for the gender reveal. Bam. So we kind of stumbled into our first film, you know, and that's one thing about God. God will have you sometimes stumble into something. I would say for us to stumble into it and to come upon it, we did a hell of a job for our first time. Literally right here on this couch where I'm sitting there, had some brown cover on, I came up with the whole idea. And we did it. So it was for us to stumble into it, not knowing, to never walk into the industry, to not even have a degree in film. We did a hell of a job. I gotta pat ourselves on the back.
I definitely would say that. And so I'm so proud of us. And like I said, we want to bring you guys something new because we knew that we were going to venture in this space. Now, for us, a lot of the times we usually talk about like reality TV. That's definitely, we've been able to get like offers about being on TV in a reality space. So we knew we were going to venture there. It was just like, okay, when it came to doing movies and actually producing them, because in this particular film, we were the producers, executive producers, meaning that we funded the whole project. And then we were also the talent, which means we acted in it. So having two very diverse...
Mateo Malo! Y'all listen, this is the house of the Jacksons. Quiet there just a little bit. Sound like more I talk, the more y'all getting encouraged to talk.
I know, right?
But go ahead.
They be living their best life.
Yes, Lord. They up there singing and learning, y'all. I think they trying to get higher than we are. All right, go ahead.
But, you know, I will say it was just like... we had two very different roles, producing it and then being in it. And so it was just a lot of moving parts, but it was definitely a beautiful experience. And we just knew we wanted to do something different because obviously we've been pregnant a few different times. Well, this is just our 4th pregnancy. But we knew that we didn't want to do it the same way we did it before. Last time we did it in Miami on a yacht. So it was like, how can we continue to elevate this experience and bring you guys something new that I haven't seen any other content creators do as far as in the scope that we've done it in, you know? So it felt really great to be able to bring you guys that creative spin. And I'm so thankful that you guys were patient and waited for us to do it. Definitely didn't expect the gender to be what it was, but it still was a well-rounded project that I'm excited that we did.
So a lot went into it. Latrez Anderson, the whole thing was good.
You were talking about Latrez, or just the actors.
And just the actors. Latrez did an amazing job in the beginning of the film. He was really good. Uncle Baby, let's keep Uncle Baby. And like I said, we stumbled into this. And then We had some other actresses in mind. They couldn't do it. We wanted them to do it, but they were not available. So we ended up having, as you saw, the guest Tara. She played the crazy lady. And she did a phenomenal job. She played that role. It was just good. It was all well filmed. Met some great people. But I'm just so excited to see how much we were able to do. Shout out to the director, Danny Garrett. Danny did a wonderful job in directing the film. It was good. For the first, like I said, for our first film, I'm shocked. Because like I said, we walked into something, and it's just encouraging for anybody that's watching it. You think about, I ain't got the ability to do it. I ain't never did it. Sometimes the best people to ever do it is the ones that never did it before. You know what I'm saying? So we just bumped into it, and I was excited from the beginning. And of course, we learned from different things, because you're going to always learn from your beginning film. So you learn what to do and what not to do next time. But overall, for our first one, we did a hell of a job. I'm trying to tell you, we did a hell of a job.
Definitely very, very pleased and just really excited for the future. Because, the Jackson of Atlanta is more than just a family, more than just a family YouTube channel. It's so many different things that we do. That's why when it comes to our channel, you see so many different things, You may see us out with the family. You may see us just as a couple. You may see us doing events. You see a vast spectrum of stuff. And, I know some people, they're just like, oh, why you guys just don't play off, build castles outside with your kids all day, Monday through Friday, every video. But it's like, we're more than that. You know what I'm saying? It's so much we want to offer. So our channel may not look like the typical just family channel. And it's because we want to be able to just break barriers and open up doors for ourselves, our children. Because also too, some of our kids, they love to act. They love to, just do different roles and characters as they grow up. They're really becoming, coming into themselves. And so it's been so great to just even be able to offer them opportunities to be in stuff like this too, because that's big. I know that's stuff our parents weren't able to do. So it's been great just paving this unique space, paving this unique way, and doing something different.
And one of the directors on DP, as they said, got the little terms, When DP said, he said, a lot of people, that's why you can't argue with people when you're called to greatness or called to a certain level in life or wherever God's calling you to. You can't argue with people that basically don't know what God's told you. Because a lot of people tell us, you had kids in daycare and all this stuff. Like, at the end of the day, my kids in film. That's on a whole nother. It's something that you wouldn't understand. That's why I don't even argue with people that don't understand. But what I would say is this film really showed the direction, like MaHogany said, that the Jacksons of Atlanta Enterprises is headed into. Because, this is something like with YouTube and acting, I stumbled across this. And sometimes, when we really hear the statement too, about sometimes you gotta build your own table. Sometimes we be waiting to sit at other people's table. You gotta build your own table. So I'm excited with the Jackson of Atlanta Enterprise that we are building our own table. I'm thankful for where God will take us, because from here we want to grow this, continue to do this, continue to involve the films, and see where God takes us. I was telling her the other day, I said something was mind blowing to me that Vin Diesel in Fast and Furious, the only movies that Vin Diesel is in is his own in Fast and Furious. And sometimes, just like Tyler Perry, and Tyler Perry is in some other films, but sometimes you gotta make your own table. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't pardon. I'm not saying when the opportunity does open up that you don't go audition. But I'm saying until you get build your own table. You know what I'm saying? I hear so many times right now there's a writer's strike going on, and with that writer's strike going on, you can't do nothing unless Hollywood is moving. But when you build your own table, no matter what writer's strike is going on over there, if you can create your own stuff, you're going to always be blessed. You're going to always be fed. You're going to always be able to eat because you created. You see what I'm saying? So I was just shocked. Amazing film. Amazing. Let us know that in the comments what y'all think. Yep. But to do all of that film, we came out with the same gender.
I know, right? It's
what?
Insane. It's really insane at this point.
The same gender. I actually, listen, I had to call the doctor. Did you check it twice?
Right.
Did you find out?
I remember.
If it's not nice, because this can't be right.
Yes.
The same gender.
No, this is insane.
Another boy, guys. You are just a boy mom. You need to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Boy mom.
Yeah, it's crazy. I will say, I'm like, oh my God.
Now, I think are you so far, have you really researched, I know, of course, we have the entire world out there, but as far as in the influencer space, I think are you the only one that have more boys than anybody?
Definitely up there.
We're going to have to do research on that, because I know the Ellises, shout out to the Ellises, they have 4, so we're at now 6.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely either I have the most boys or I'm like tied with someone when it comes to boys, because like a lot of our other friends, they'll have a girl mixed in it. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll just have 4 boys, like Ellis's, but like I think I am one of the ones that has the most boys, like in the influencer space.
In the influencer space, and we only talk about I got 8.
Yeah,
we know you got 8. But
we're talking about like in the influencer.
We don't know you. Nobody knows you. We talking about YouTube. We talking about influencers.
Instagram.
So you got 8. Congratulations to you. You got 7. Whatever. I'm talking about the influencer space. I think you're about the only one.
But yeah, it's crazy.
Grips.
That's why I said at this point.
Boy.
I was telling Justin, like, I want to do, after I give birth, or maybe like probably a little bit after, not like rushing it, but after I give birth, I want to do like a photo shoot with like me, you know, in like a dress, and then literally surrounded by all of my boys. I think that would almost be iconic because I have so many boys. You know what I'm saying?
6 boys. That's amazing. That is amazing. I can only see that, you know, as they get older, just having all that manhood stand around me. But it's powerful to me because, you know, I grew, that's why people talking about, you know, my mama ain't helping, my daddy, maybe my uncle. Shut up. Shut all the way up. Because I came from when my dad wasn't in my life. Now, he was present here and there, but for money, but he wasn't present to teach me manhood, to get me where I am today. He's sitting here as different mentors and people that have put me where I am today, not my father. And for people to say, well, I can't do my dad, I didn't have my daddy. I didn't. And for me now to be a father to 6 boys, that's crazy. And I'm a good father. I ain't the best. I don't know it. I'm building I'm doing generational blessing, so I'm paving the way. Now, if I'm gonna get all right, probably not. But do I have a role model? Do I have a certain plan I could go by? No. But I'm doing it with God's grace.
Yeah. And I love that. And because, you know, like you said, so many people use the excuse like, oh, my mom wasn't in my life, my daddy wasn't in it, my father wasn't present either. And it's just like, but that doesn't mean that you can't be a great parent because of that.
Yeah.
You know, whatever they did that you didn't like or whatever hurt you, start there with doing the opposite. If you didn't like they didn't come to your games, go to your kids' games. If you didn't like they didn't communicate, make sure you communicate. If you didn't like that all they did was give you money but didn't give you time, make sure you give your kids the time and you give them the money. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that you literally are the opposite. Start there. I'm not saying you're gonna know everything, of course not, because you don't really have a role model, but if you at least do the opposite of what hurt you, at least you are at least doing something better that is better in your child and the generation to come. So I'm really big on not using that as an excuse. And so it's just been a beautiful journey. Especially like with Justin and I, we didn't grow up in like 2-parent homes or whatnot with both our parents. Our parents were like, we had stepfathers at points of times and stuff. And it's just like to be able to offer our kids like a 2-parent home, it's just like been a beautiful just experience. And I've learned so much. I feel like, because I know when I was growing up, my mama was my mom and my dad. And so I just kind of grew up with that mindset, like, you know, moms can hold it down, whatever. But then just being in our household and seeing how both people are equally important. You know what I'm saying? What my sons come to me about and what they seek Justin for are 2 different things. Like, they don't even come to me for the validation that they come to him for. You know what I'm saying? So to even be in a mindset, to all my single moms out there, single dads, like, yeah, you got to do it because that's the situation you in. You got to be both roles. But I've learned that it's really like, it's not like, obviously we know it's not supposed to be that way, but it's critical pieces that are missing when one person has to do it all, because kids seek each parent individually for individual stuff. It's stuff my kids don't even come. They don't even come to me with the same mindset as they go to their dad. They like want their dad for certain things and want me for certain things. So, you know, it's interesting and it's a blessing for sure.
It is, y'all. So,
but being shocked about the gender. Ooh,
geez. So I think about the highs and the influence that I can think of. Y'all let us know down, because I know y'all will. Let us know if there's anybody else in the influencer, YouTube, Instagram that has a lot of boys. If so, let us know.
And basically, well, not just a lot of boys. They have all boys.
All boys.
Like, I do know some people that might have 5 boys and 3 girls. I'm talking about somebody that has all boys.
Yeah, and that's over 6.
Yeah.
Let us know that in the comments. But another boy. So the question at the end of the day, I think we gotta ask the question. I think everybody wants to know before we leave up out of here. Is, so are we gonna have a girl? Is this it? Is what it is, Ma? What's up?
You know, I'm at like a crossroads with it, because it's like, okay, you know, all of our pregnancies, let me be clear. Ooh, you gotta clear so much stuff.
Gotta clear it up.
It's so annoying. All of our pregnancies, y'all, have been natural. We've never done IVF. Our people, we've never done IVF. They've all been natural, okay? And so with that being said, I'm just like, I have 2 options. Either one, we can, because I really do want a girl, period. Like, I don't want to leave this earth without having a girl. So we have one route we can go, like we can adopt a girl, okay? Or the second route we can go is we can actually like try to have a girl. I know, like, I have friends that have done IVF and they've like did gender selection, where they've actually selected a girl and did it like that. And so if that's a process we do, of course, we'll be like open with you guys, then you see the whole process from start to finish. But that's if, you know what I'm saying?
What's our success rate with that?
What?
With the IVF, does that work?
I mean, the thing was, when I did talk to the doctor did say that we probably would have a high success rate just because I don't have any fertility issues.
Gotcha.
I don't have any issues getting pregnant. Like, I'm extremely fertile.
You got no issue doing that.
I'm extremely fertile. The reality is, we're just trying to see, like, okay, we need to, at this point, hand pick and select out the girl genders.
Gotcha.
For this to work. And so, with that being said, you know, if we want to do it, either adoption or IVF are our next steps. Or just don't do it at all, you know? So just trying to figure it out, just because I think I gave birth to my first set of twins at like 20 or 21, and I'm 26 now. So for the last 6 years, I haven't been pregnant back to back, of course. I only had 4 pregnancies. But it's like the time span, like I'm trying to figure out, okay, we're trying to figure out, like, do we want to, like, what is the scope? Because there's so much that you guys know that we want to do, and I'm not saying that kids can ever stop your goals and plans and stuff, but it's like one of those things where it's like, okay, where we're going in next requires high intensity focus, high intensity energy. Like, it really requires a lot. So it's like, do we want to, like, what does the future look like? You know what I'm saying? Because we've been pregnant before, we know like how it works. Like, it doesn't stop our businesses, but it's just like we also are trying to focus too. So it's like just figuring that out.
More of something is more of everything.
Exactly.
On the back end, more kids is more of everything. So you always have to evaluate, and we're at 6, y'all. So
that's why I said we for sure aren't gonna be out here like just kind of just like, oh shoot, you know, we're pregnant again. Like, when we do get pregnant again, it's definitely gonna be strategic. You know what I'm saying? Strategic. Because we don't have time to really just be like.
That man got full out on TV.
We really don't got time.
Strategic. Now, how they do that at IVF? How that work?
It will require some things from you on your end. You'll be fine. Y'all,
what you mean it requires some things on me?
You'll be fine. Cause
so you gotta go over there and.
I mean, it's a process.
It's an interesting process. How you do? You gotta put your stuff in something.
Don't mess up our video.
I'm just saying. That's interesting.
It's a process, but I mean.
What, you gotta go do it in the moment at the place?
Of course not. That would be crazy.
I don't know. Listen, if you don't know, you better ask somebody. That's it. But anyway, y'all, we're gonna leave you out here. But I don't think we can say it's to be continued.
For sure. It's a thought process. We ain't got it all figured out. And then obviously it's up to what God wants, like praying, talking to God like God, like what you
because let me tell y'all something. I'm 27 right now, 28.
You're 27 and you're getting ready to
turn 28. So y'all about to turn 30. I gotta wrap this on up. Listen, gotta wrap it up because listen, I tell people 30 ain't old, but you halfway to 60. So it's still getting up there. I don't care what nobody say. 30 ain't old, but I look at numbers. Numbers matter. You halfway to 60. I gotta wrap it up. I can't be having kids in my 30s. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just saying for me. To each his own. Some people,
for us.
As for me and my house, as they say. We gonna wrap it on up before age of 30. Amen. But anyway, y'all, listen, thanks for rocking with us. Listen, let us know what you think, your thoughts about the gender reveal, the movie, what you think we should do. Let us know down in the comments. Until next time, I'm your boy Justin.
And I'm Mahogany.
Listen, today's shout-out notification winners goes to
Boom, boom, boom.
Listen, thank you for being the true supporters that you are. Until next time, we love you. Listen, remember, guys, if you keep it live,
we gonna keep it lit.
Listen, we'll see you in the next video. We're out of here. Peace.
Two sets of twins, ain't no stopping to subscribe to the channel. Keep on rocking with the Jacksons of Atlanta. You see the family. I know you tune into Justin and Mahogany. Two sets of twins, ain't no stopping to subscribe to the channel. Keep on rocking with us.